Well, good evening, all. It is 6:30, Monday, July 14th. This is our Committee of the Whole meeting. We have some things this evening, probably the legal update. We do not have representation here yet, so we'll skip over that one. And then as far as expenditures in the amount of 1.8 million, any questions on the bills? All right, we're good there. We can actually take up, I guess, two things. Let's start off, it pleases the group, we'll start off with comments and feedback I'll start with our city manager first and work our way around. And then we may get to item 9A, folks here, so.
Just a couple things. One thing was what Debbie had a late add today with to the agenda from the LOCC. They met late on Thursday afternoon, so hence it wasn't in the packet when Debbie sent it out Thursday or Wednesday. So apologize for that, but you can see what their recommendations are for the elected officials. And really no action is needed on this. It's more for information. Unless you choose to reject the increases, then you need to take some action to not accept them. But otherwise, if you take no action, they'll go into effect 30 days from today, and you'll all get a raise. So really nothing. I'm happy to answer any questions, but it was pretty straightforward. And just a note to the mayor, they are one short on the LOCC as far as membership. So we need to have somebody appointed sometime between now and probably April of 2008. So, yeah, 28.
We had a few on that waiting list. I want to say 3 the last time I looked, so.
Yeah, they have a heavy workload. They meet once for about a half hour to 45 minutes every 2 years. So.
Kind of like a city manager's schedule, not bad.
Hey now. And then just the other update is, I'm sure as you've been walking in and out of City Hall, library is finally starting to see some real progress now with the steel going up on the old part, and then they'll be starting the steel on the new part this week. You can see where they're laying it on, getting ready to prep it. They finished pouring the floor last week, so everything within the hole is pretty much done as far as piers and floors and concrete work. So see a lot of progress now going vertical, so it's exciting to see that. So big crane in the air all day today. And I think that's all I have right now. Oh, Dale Schuling. You know Dale, he is retiring, and his last day is Friday. So they're doing a little cake and coffee at the DPW break room at 10 a.m. on Friday. If anybody wants to stop by, feel free.
We'll have, get that reminder out for everybody if you're able to make it. Dale's been here for quite a long time.
21 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his replacement was started today, so they have 1 week of overlap. So, John Cox is his name. He's going to be our new building maintenance supervisor. That's all I have right now. Thanks.
All right. City manager, if I can get that out. Thank you. All right, Commissioner Burke, Commissioner DeShane.
I think there was a email today about the retirement of Dale.
Yeah.
Oh, there was.
I
Thank you.
did see
Okay.
that. Yeah, so there is reminder gear.
Thank you.
No, I don't have anything. Thank you.
Okay. Commissioner Chase, Commissioner Groders.
I did actually have one question, Daryl, about the appliances for the break rooms. I'm assuming they're probably like gold plated or something.
No, they're stainless steel, but we bought 12 appliances. We had
Okay.
3 refrigerators, 9 microwaves, a dishwasher, and a stove. And we got scratch and dent ones too, so we saved quite a bit.
Okay. I'm sure it's long overdue. And
Oh yeah, I mean the DPW had 6 or 7 microwaves from various vintage years that were plugged in, blowing fuses. So that break room will be done mostly by Friday. So if you get a chance to stop in, they really did a nice job. So there'll be 6 brand new microwaves there that will all work, and they'll all be powerful. And new fridge, new stove in their room, and new sinks too. So.
nice. Excellent.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I think,
After 24 years, they kind of.
I would say after the commissioners for the next term, beyond the next couple of years, don't expect these to last 24 years. Not going to happen. Yeah, exactly. So, cool. Thank you, Commissioner Babcock. Commissioner Gilbert. We've got some time here, folks. Madam
Just
Clerk.
have one thing. Every 2 years, election equipment is due for preventative maintenance, and that's taking place tomorrow, just so you're aware.
Okay.
It'll be all of our election equipment, our VATs, our voter assist terminals, as well as our printers.
Okay. Perfect. All right, I think the only thing from my spot, just with the holidays and so forth being open, nothing further on the aquarium. I won't go into that rabbit hole at this point. There's still due diligence being done. Just sharing with our city manager that had the call this morning, I don't know, it was about 3:45 or so, to the house fire over on Cummings. Watched our new fire chief in action along with our troops out there. Had good mutual aid help from the city of Granville and Wright Talmadge as well. Between all three departments, we had 21 out of them. Great synergy, and we talk about like usage of the drone. It was fires kept popping up in the roof, and was out there for a while, and it was sometime after 5, closer to 5:30, that I think the last hot spot appeared to be out, and the drone was up in the air. So one of the police officers, Logan, had it up in the air and was going over the roof, and it was, both chiefs were there helping guide him and direct him, looking for the hot spot. So they were I was able to see it from a tactical perspective on how they were leveraging it to knock that fire down, because it kept popping up on that roof, and the minute I got oxygen. So crews did a great job, and thankfully the heat and humidity was not terrible this morning. Outside of what they were doing with the fire. So shout out to them, great job, and shout out to our new chief and how well he's doing there. So with that in mind, I think that's the only other thing I had because of the holiday break. What we'll do, I believe we have applicants for the liquor license from the Latin House. Do we believe? If you'd like to come up, so right now we're in an informal session. Feel free to come up to the mic if you'd like, maybe ask some questions of you. Awesome. And then, well, first off, welcome to the city of Walker. What we do, so this is an informal part of our meeting. It's called the Committee of the Whole. We don't vote here. We don't take action on things, but it allows us to have open dialogue because there's a quorum of us in a public setting. So we'll have questions. So I know that the Latin House, if you just share with us your name and background here in just a second, but the Latin House, I know at one point was bringing something to us. It was pulled off the table. You can give us a little bit of background in all this and what the change with this was. So the floor is yours, sir.
Exactly. My name is Juan Davis.
Okay.
Those people that you see here, they are the parents for Carlos Aguara Guayara. They are the owner of the Latin House restaurant. Unfortunately, I will say, today he have a surgery in his mouth. Okay. He cannot speak at all. And I am the architect that put the building together since the beginning. And then later I applied for the pergolas outside, which was very well done. And then from time to time, he asked me what will be the way to ask for the beer and wine license. So I give my orientation to him, basically with my background to be member of the board, the zoning board in Grand Rapids for 22 years. So I got some kind of, a little bit of knowledge for what you guys doing. Well, I appreciate it too. But definitely it's a small place. Many people go over there enjoying the food. And if you have, this is no advertisement, but if you haven't been there, I encourage you to go over there and taste the food. It will be great. And it's the amount of seating that he have, it will be enough for what the customer asks. He had to give away so many customers because for many years, people ask for beer or wine, beer and wine, and I told him, no, it's not your time. This is just get concentrated in what you do the best, the food and the service. But when the time was right, I think that he feel that the application, it will help his his business a lot, because it will be responding, answering what the customer asks. Knowing that also, I know that it had to be first applied to the local area, and then later go to the liquor control situation. So it has to be step by step. And I think that the first step is the more important, is coming to your board. Any question, just in case?
Commissioners, any questions for Juan? All right, none so far?
I just
Thank you.
one, yeah. Can
Oh,
you
yes,
tell me
Commissioner
the,
Burke?
do you happen to know the hours that the Latin House is open?
The hours of operation, ¿a qué horas que abren? De las 12 hasta cuál? The hours of operation is from noon to 9. From noon to 9 p.m.
Okay.
This is how they use. And even Sunday, I think that they close at 5 o'clock.
And that's 5 days a week, 7 days a week?
No, they are closed Monday and Tuesday. Yeah. So from Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, 5 days a week.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Commissioners, any other questions for Juan while we have him up there? Okay. Nope, nothing so far. All right, I will open it up for discussion on this. This is our, Juan, if you could convey to the family, please, this is our, the municipalities in the state of Michigan receive their liquor licenses based on population size. We gained one a couple of years ago. We'd had one, I want to say for about 10 years maybe, and we were guarding like it was locked in Fort Knox because we had one left. And from a development perspective, a big-time strategy or bigger picture strategy for a municipality, when you're getting down to one left, if there's a potential big development of some, like, I can't believe they're thinking of coming here, and all of a sudden you don't have that and they have to go buy it on the open market, it could be considerably more money, and that could be a detriment to that opportunity at that point in time. So with that being said, we picked up two, we had another one, so we awarded one of those two remaining, so we're down to one left. And this is, when you think from an overall large strategy picture, this is meant for something transformative, a large piece. So with that in mind, we'll talk, I want to give you some background of where our heads have been at with this. Is there anything else from the commissioners on this?
Well, Mayor, I think you said it well. It's not so much that there's only one left, it's just that
That's a fair
that
point.
in and of itself would not be a criterion for me, but we need to get full value out of what we have. And given where the city's going and where we expect to be developing, somebody mentioned Vista 45 and places like that down. It is a ticket for us to grow a part of the city the way we want to grow it and help incentivize that. So I do think we want to get full value out of it personally.
Okay. Commissioners, further discussion on Commissioner Burke's comment?
I agree with what he said.
Okay.
We do need a full value out of it, and it is our last one, so I think we need to protect it.
I think that the fair point is, I think that full value, we envision, even when we had one before, maybe 10 years ago, that full value was a large-scale entity that could hold hundreds of people at a given time, and it wasn't just, say, beer or wine, it was a full-sale liquor, which is, quite frankly, from a restaurant perspective, is where they make the most money at. So I'm sure you probably are all aware of that. So have you explored any other options for a beer and wine package license or something? That there are tavern licenses, there are a multitude of options there. Have you explored any of the other?
Not really, because, and the reason why I advise him in this way is because I have the information that at the state of Michigan now, every gas station, you will be able to apply for beer and wine.
But they don't have your food.
They don't have a food.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's different between the gas station and kind of restaurant. But I say that there is a potential, a very big window is possibly to apply for that situation, with the only difference that is kind of a small restaurant, and the business next to him is kind of a different kind of business, but it attract a lot of people with the beer and wine. So in order to be in the fair market and the balancing, I say, you better try with it this way.
Is the vision right now, the type of alcohol to be served there, is it just beer and wine, is it beer and wine and hard liquor as well? Do you know?
No hard liquor.
Okay,
No hard liquor. Because it's the amount of people that the seating capacity is about for 30, 35 people max. So, and it's never get so crowded. So it kind of selected people that they go over there. So it's not a huge competitive restaurant.
okay.
And for that reason, people that will go over there will be having some kind of specialty, like the kind of wine that they would like to. It's not like a bowl of wines. It will be more, I would say, conservative, cozy area, private. When I say private, it's for a small amount of people.
Okay, so noted. I think the beer and wine, cutting it down to that probably helps this body make a little bit more strategic decision, but I'm gonna come back to this in a second. Commissioners, any other comments or questions based on dialogue so far? I've got a sense as I'm looking up here, and I've served with all these people for a number of years, that I can kind of read faces at times and comments, and I'm sensing that we're wanting to get that full, as Commissioner Burke had put, that full value for that last license we have for something a bit more transformative. Can I kind of look this way? Does that seem like a? Okay, either. So just making sure. Could we, knowing that, I don't feel like there's a sense for approving that last big license,
Okay.
that last Class C license, which is soup to nuts as far as what it allows. Would you be open to a discussion after tonight? We'll make some connections to city staff about maybe some recommendations on some other, this is not the first time we've crossed this bridge. Could we help out with maybe some alternative suggestions?
Oh, definitely, yes.
And I would like to share with you, if you were not aware, I know that down there, we have been speaking with the owners of Lost Art Brewing too, which is a neighbor of, and between that, the barbecue, which was open a lot more than it is, but I know that he's limited on the hours and the resources right now. And then you have the Latin House. And then you've got Walker Roadhouse, you've got Double Dip.
Correct.
That's really becoming a nice entertainment corridor for us, and something many of us have envisioned for decades, wanting to see. So congratulations on the success of the business, getting it to this point. We want to see it survive. So I think with us, we'll take action not until the 7 o'clock meeting,
All right.
the official vote, but I have a sense it's going to be, won't be in favor of it. However, we have the email, I believe we have Carlos' email, I think I'd see it in the packet. If we can make that connection, offer up some suggestions and help you out with that, is that a fair alternative?
I believe so, because anytime, and for many years, this has been my strategy. That I will ask you, what do you suggest? Because in that way, I can fill it out the mark. Because, we can do that. If there is something that is way too big for her, I say, we cannot apply for that.
Sure.
But suggestion coming from you, I will applaud.
If I make a promise on behalf of all of us that there's an email either from myself or even I'll ask one of our city managers to help out if need be, an email tomorrow by end of day with some suggestions, is that a fair?
That's fair.
And just because what you're looking for, I believe there are better options that help you all out
Okay.
as well as helping us out
Okay.
and preserving that, that highest and best use for that Class C license. We want to see you do well. We want you to stay there. And I know Carlos is a resident in the city as well, so there's extra, a little bit extra momentum there to want to help out. And we're excited. So one of us will circle by end of day tomorrow. So I'll take that as an action item and I'll own that. And then we'll go from there for those next steps. Is that fair?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel pleased.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, folks.
Now I have to translate all the things.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you. All right. Commissioners, anything else? We have about 8 minutes. Chief and Mr. Bennett, Brendan, you weren't out there this morning, were you? I don't think I saw you the other day, or you had the day off, one of the two. Okay, good. We just gave you a shout out before you came in, the work, the synergies between leveraging the drone, police helping out with fire, but the great job fire did knocking that down, getting ahead of it, and, just a sense of pride there. It was, that got, pretty ugly pretty quick, and, the crew did well with it. Chief, I don't know if you have anything else on that? To put you on the spot, so. And I believe we had, and the residents and the animal, I think there was a cat, all got out successfully, so they were all out there. But then the other thing too is we had another call come in while we were actually on scene there. And I think we had mutual aid. So when we talk about this, sometimes I don't think the public understands that it's not a practicality to staff 200 firefighters in every station. And every municipality has the same challenge. So that mutual aid in situations like this does help out. Not only did I was sharing with the commissioners, help from Granville and Wright Talmadge, but then we had help out, and I can't remember who took Grand Rapids took the alarm call. So, and that was not involved fire or anything like that. It was just alarms going off in the second ward over at Leonard and Kinney. So that was a good morning. Unfortunate situation and all of that. So I think that's it. So. Well, we will take a little bit of an adjournment, about 6 minutes if anybody needs a refill or otherwise. here at 7.
And they're like doing this, taking my temperature.
All right, we all ready? Okay. It is 7 o'clock, Monday, July 14th. This is the Walker City Commission meeting. I'd like to invite Commissioner Burke to deliver the invocation and lead us in Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Well, let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for the daily blessings of a fine summer all around us. Help us with your strength and light in safeguarding and guiding our city's future. Protect those most at risk, guard our first responders, and our service members standing the watch. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I'd like to invite everybody to stand and join us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. If I could please ask the clerk to call the roll.
Mayor Carey.
Present.
Commissioner Gilbert. Present. Commissioner Babcock. Present. Commissioner Groders. Present. Commissioner Chase. Present. Commissioner DeShane.
Present.
Commissioner Burke.
Present.
All right, we are all here. Awesome. Next on the list is approval of minutes from the June 23, 2025 City Commission meeting. Is there any question or discussion on said minutes? Seeing, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for approval and support, please.
I'll make a motion.
Support.
Commissioner Chase, Commissioner Burke, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Minutes are passed. Next is public comment on agenda items. Mr. Bennett, come on. All right, next on the list is consent agenda items. Next on the list is 8C is the local officers compensation commission recommendation. Mr. City Manager, is there anything further on that?
Nope, think we covered that under committee of the whole. Should be all set unless you choose to reject the recommendation.
Commissioners, any questions? Anything on this? All right, moving on. Item 9A is the consent agenda. We have one item in the expenditures of $1.8 million, $23,166.02. Is there any question on the bills? Seeing, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for approval and support, please.
I'll make a motion.
Support.
Commissioner DeShane, Commissioner Babcock, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right, consent agenda is passed. Next is resolutions. We have Resolution 25-767, and it's a resolution to approve or deny a quota liquor license for the Latin House LLC. This is actually our Class C liquor license, just to be clear, in our last one. Quota license that we have left, so this is like it. Commissioner Burke brought up some great points that I think we had further discussion at the committee whole with the applicant about highest and best use, getting the full use out of the that quota license that is left for us, and that's just going to be I think we had the discussion, and I'll open it up for further discussion on if there's anything there. I think we're just looking for something higher and better use of that size-wise. Latin House seems to be doing well. They mentioned being able to seat 30, maybe 35 people in there. It's just beer and wine, so that really would be better suited for a tavern license versus, say, the full-blown liquor license for us for a restaurant that size. So for those that were not, and I know we have nobody in the audience here, but maybe online, one of the things with the discussion with the applicant, they're open to discussion on other options, tavern being the one. That we'll make a connection with them tomorrow on, because I just don't think that this is the right one for what they're looking for, given the size of the business and everything else. So that being said, is there any other discussion on this? Seeing, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for approval or support or denial or support for Resolution 25-767.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to deny Resolution 25-767 and ask city staff to help them seek alternatives.
Thank you, Commissioner Burke. We have a motion. Do we have support?
Support.
We have support from Commissioner Groders. Any other discussion on 767? Seeing here none, I'll entertain a motion for approval. I'm sorry, I already have a motion for denial and support down there. All those in favor of denying, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Okay, Resolution 25-767 is denied. All right, next is any other public comment on, seeing, hearing none. Brennan, I gave you 2 chances, man, come on. All right, next on the list, Mr. City Manager, anything here?
No, on closed session or other?
Yes, closed
Yeah.
session.
No, Frank just went out and looked and doesn't see Charlie out there anywhere, so.
So should we move beyond this, or do you want to, should we make a motion to go into closed session?
I don't think we have a reason to if we don't have the update, so.
Yep, okay. All right.
We can go through other comments and then see if he shows up.
I was gonna say, do we wanna like briefly recess so we can check to see if that's going to be, if he's coming?
Okay.
Yes. Sure.
All right, thank you, Chief. While we're doing that, finding out that, I've got one thing that I missed. Commissioner, City Manager comments around the horn.
Looked at my
Commissioner
calendar, we had a party in the park at Alpine Estates,
Oh, yes, we did.
our Community Engagement Committee. Very nice event.
Thank you. That was the first one we had, and it was a lower turnout, but it was a nice event, and so we have one under our belt, and we really, the public seemed to really enjoy that, so we'll be doing that again.
And we also had one, the splash pad party back here in back of Whitvick. It came out to see my granddaughter, and what a nice event. Shout out to KDL, to our staff. Saw a lot of firefighters having more fun than the kids, throwing water balloons at each other. Oh yeah. You had to defend yourself. We'll give you that. So, no, it was pretty awesome. I've just seen the some of the crew out there that was able to be was in shorts and t-shirts and just interacting with the kids, and it was just, I mean, the perfect weather day out there for that. It was kind of nice. Wasn't overly hot, and I know the soap bubbles or soap machine was a big hit. So thank you to KDL for doing that, and our city staff for helping orchestrate all of that. So that was one other thing that I forgot to mention earlier. So
He's on his way.
gotcha. Okay, all right, we'll sit tight then. Our next meeting's July 28th at 6:30 and August 11th at 6:30. Is anybody at this point planning on being absent from either one of the two? Okay. Mr. City Manager, I have no visual recollection of the whiteboard in the mayor's office of, we had something on the 28th for the committee of the whole. Remember what it was?
Sidewalk presentation.
That's what it was, thank you.
With our summer intern. And then-
Chase, yes.
And then we have the public safety prior
Yep,
on that
outstanding.
afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, Chase is doing a nice job back there. We're having a little bit of debate about what's the best food, but he's a Pittsburgh guy, so I won't hold that against him, so. All right, outside of that, we'll just, I don't think we can stand in recess. We can just check emails, what have you, here until our city attorney gets here, or one of our city attorneys, so thank you, Chief.
No, he said he's at the end of this, he said, I didn't wanna get here right at 7. Oh, no. Cause he figured you had a lot of other business to do.
Could you remind him what city this is?
I was gonna say, he's probably used to those. Because I was at the bottom of the list, I just figured I'd be like 7:15. Thanks for checking.
Madam Clerk, you have a copy of that minutes thing yourself? Okay, thank you, gotcha. Yeah, you let, there's, I think Emily put one inside the book. So noted. And commissioners, we'll just need a motion and support, stop that. When our attorney gets here to go into this session, please. Yes.
I'm sure where that's at, right? I'm sure where that's at. It's been happening a while.
What is it?
She thinks there's some kind of valve in the wall that can't open.
Fronts.
I know it is. It's
I'm just gonna call it out what it is.
when you're, like when you're sitting in your house and you're like, is that toilet seat?
No, no, no. The true thing would be to
You know,
get a
I
roll
did
of duct
too. I
tape.
thought, geez, you know,
I was like, wow, I'm surprised you could do
That-
that.
jiggle the handle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There are.
Maybe the air conditioning's complaining because it's not.
Boy, that's been there for years, isn't it? As long as I can remember.
That noise?
Yeah. Yep.
It's never this quiet in here.
That's
I guess
true.
not. I don't
Well.
remember.
Either way, it's not right.
Bless you. Charlie's here. Savor the moment. There's not many times people are happy to see you, Charlie, so. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. Welcome, welcome. We'll let you catch your breath a sec, but we're at the stage of being able to go into closed session. So basically what we have on the table is looking for a motion to move that the commission meet in closed session under Section 8E of the Michigan Open Meetings Act to consult with our attorney regarding trial or settlement strategy in connection with pending litigation. Okay. Entertain a motion and support for that.
I'll make a motion.
I'll support.
Thank you. We have Chase and DeShane, and we should go roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mayor Carey,
Yes.
Commissioner Gilbert,
Yes.
Commissioner Babcock,
Yes.
Commissioner Groders,
Yes.
Commissioner Chase,
Yes.
Commissioner DeShane,
Yes.
Commissioner Burke.
Yes.
Thank you all. We will move into closed session. We'll be in the commission conference room. All right. Charlie, didn't you come through some bad, like snow blizzard or something the last time?
Yeah, last time, I think, like December 23rd, and it was just starting to come down. We were, appreciate you guys making the time.
I'm sure he would have left. I would have left.
His wife must be mad at him.
Turn that air down? No, turn it up. Yes. Oops, sorry. Sorry, Frank. All right. Keep that so I can see what time it is. Oh, this.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Madam Clerk, we are good?
Yep.
Motion, look for a motion and support to come back into open session.
So moved.
Support.
We'll do roll call, please.
Mayor Carey,
Yes.
Commissioner Gilbert,
Yes.
Commissioner Babcock,
Yes.
Commissioner Groders,
Yes.
Commissioner Chase,
Yes.
Commissioner DeShane,
Yes.
Commissioner Burke.
Yes.
All right, we are in open session at this point. I'm going to come around the horn. I'll turn to our city manager first. Anything further?
No, sir.
All right. Commissioner Burke? Mr. Chase? Everybody wants to get home to dinner. Madam Clerk, anything? All right, on to motion to adjourn, and we also need support, please.
So moved.
Gilbert and DeShane, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, we're adjourned.